I'm an American, and I went off the deep end.
Ed Kemper has been serving a life sentence in this California prison since 1973, having dismembered college co-eds for 2 years, as well as cannibalizing and raping their headless bodies.
When someone says being a victim, he's going to have to be one.
With an IQ of 136, Kemper is now the prison's best reader of books for the blind.
I've killed my mother since I was 8 years old, and I'm not proud of that. It started with surrogates at a non-human level. Physical objects, my possessions, other people's, destruction of things that are cared about. And then destruction of things that are living on a lower level, small animals, insects, animals, and then finally people. It started coming to a head again, so I went back down. I ran away back down there. And then a month later, I'm up living with my grandparents in the mountains, and 10 weeks later, I murdered them. It made it worse to be on top of a mountain. I was literally on top of a mountain when it happened. And I sensed everybody in the world just stopping what they were doing, turning around, saw what I did, and are coming to get me. And I knew I was paranoid at that moment. I knew anybody that came up there and gave me a funny look or a fishy eye or quizzical look, I'd have blown their brains out thinking they were coming to get me. And if it had been in a city, I would have been a mass murderer at age 15. I would have killed until they gunned me down. I wouldn't have been able to reason my way out of it. I was scared to death, and I was violent. I felt my back hit that wall. It was the rabbit. It always ran. It always backed away. Always burned the bridges. 7 in the morning, I hit that wall, and I came out screaming and kicking and shooting.
He was released to the one person that authorities at the state mental hospital recommended he never see again.
I got paroled to my mother. Atascadero decided that I didn't ever need to talk to her again at all. Don't give her this stuff. Leave her alone. You got to like that. I wasn't sniveling about my mother to them. I didn't like to hear what they had to say about her. She went to 3 husbands like a hot knife through butter. 4 months after I was out, I was back into the fantasy bag. My first date was an absolute disaster. It wasn't her fault. You know, I didn't blame her. Boy, she didn't ever talk to me again. It was awful. It wasn't sexual or grabbing at her. No, that was just such a dork. Taking her to a John Wayne movie and Denny. It's terrible. I'd never been on a date. 16, that was cool, you know. I'd never been on a date. You know, I was locked up since I was 15. But I can't tell her that. So you just don't mind me, you know. She kind of got hung up on my looks or whatever. You know, she was gorgeous in age. She saw something there. Boy, she found it quick.
While wearing these glasses.
Yeah. These are the ones. Where'd you get in the car? Huh?
His mother worked at the university. Kemper buried the mutilated bodies in the mountains and took the severed heads home. Then he slept with their heads for days and finally went looking for more.
I was losing a grasp on something that was too violent to keep inside forever. As I'm sitting there with a severed head in my hand, talking to it, or looking at it, and I'm about to go crazy, literally. I'm about to go completely flywheel loose and just fall apart. I say, wow, this is insane. And I told myself, no, it isn't. You're saying that. And that makes it happen. But I'm sane, and I'm looking at a severed... I said, well, wait a minute. I'm creating paintings and drawings of Viking heroes talking to severed heads and taking them to parties, old enemies and leather bags. This is me back then, in 1972 and 73. Unable to live with the fact that I just stabbed to death and cut the throat of an innocent woman. Innocent in the sense that she did not plan for that, doing anything specifically for that to happen to her. Yet she was a very active participant in her own death. And in my memory of that, she was 19 years old, and her roommate in the trunk who died right after that was 18. I didn't go hog wild and totally limp. What I'm saying is, I found myself doing things in an attempt to make things fit together inside. I was doing sexual probings and things. I mean, in the sense of striking out and reaching out and grabbing and pulling to me, but appalled at the sense that it wasn't working. That isn't the way it's supposed to be. This is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yet during that time, I become engaged to someone who's young and is beautiful and very much the same advantages and very much the same upbringing and Disneyland values. And she's very much the reason I surrendered. I picked up two girls who were so much like the first two, it was unbelievable. Almost identical circumstances. And I let them go. Everything went towards killing them, and I didn't. But I'm saying, wow, it's uncanny. It was almost like it was meant to be that way. And I said, wow, this got to stop. And I let them out. They never even knew what was going on. I let them out. I would have gotten away with those two being murdered. I said, no, it's got to stop. And a week later, I murdered my mother. Went back to Santa Cruz and killed her.
He killed her with a hammer in his sleep, cut off her head and hands, but then put her vocal cords in the garbage disposal and threw darts at her severed head.
I am an American, and I killed Americans. I am a human being, and I killed human beings. And I did it in my society.
Yes. I'm done. Are you done? Oh boy, that sounded like it.